Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's Jmann. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast. I'm Jmann.
And I'm number one fan, Tim.
I like to bitch about traffic.
You do.
And road stuff.
You do.
If you would have asked me 2 years ago when I had like a very short commute for work, I wouldn't have had all these problems.
You didn't.
But now because I drive so much, specifically up and down I-35W, can suck my dick.
The roads are going to get worse before they can get better. Stuff has to be done to improve them. My biggest bitch about traffic is the people that bitch about the construction. Oh, these roads suck. We don't want to, fucking fix this road. And then while we're fixing the road, it's, what the fuck, this construction? And then when we're done, it's like, oh, this road's so nice now.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, we don't fucking need 8 lanes of interstate. What we need is less people. So if you're going from, where the 35W, 280, 36 interchange is?
It's been a while since I've been down there, but yes.
Okay. It's a nightmare because, 3 major roads converge at once.
Yeah, it's a really good design by the state of Minnesota.
All right. So you've got 280 turning into 35W north.
From the right lane, and then one of those lanes ends right as they merge together. Like the right lane of 280 ends right before it merges onto 35.
Yeah.
And then you have to get over because that doesn't actually go to 35, that actually goes to 36. So you have to merge over, and you have to merge over again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good fucking design.
It's a pain in the ass because now they've got a lane closure on the left inside lane.
Okay.
So I'm going home on a Friday. I'm like, thank God the week is over. I can spend a few days not dealing with social work stuff and just, kick back with the kids at home. So I'm going, and my lane is not ending. The lane next to me is ending. So I'm like, okay, there's nobody in my rearview mirror. I'm good. And all of a sudden, I start to edge over as the lane expands. Like the one lane to the left of me becomes my lane. So I start to re-centralize my positioning of my vehicle. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Was there a lane shift?
Well, it goes from 3 lanes down to 2.
Yeah, you're in the middle lane so that the lane on the left side of you ends, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, and I'm going, and I think I'm fine. All of a sudden I hear, wee! And I look, and whipping around me is this fucking little car that I did not see in my blind spot because they must have been going pretty fucking fast. I have blind spot mirrors on my car.
Okay.
And they get around me, and I was just like, fucking say something, bitch, I dare you. She did not. However, she was driving, of all fucking things, to think that, you're in charge of the road, like a fucking, not even a Geo Metro or a Ford Fiesta, but something of that ilk.
Was it like a smart car?
It was like a glorified fucking golf cart with a windshield, and on the back are all these fucking coexist.
Oh, yeah.
It's covered in fucking hippie, tree hugger, stupid fucking bumper stickers.
Libtard douchebag that thinks they own the fucking road.
And I just
with a piece of shit car that's underpowered.
Yeah, and I just think, what the fuck do I owe you to get out of your way? I was further ahead in my lane, and your lane ended. So I don't have an obligation to get the fuck out of your way, but you could easily let off the gas and tap the brake, or just let off the gas and coast and not have to honk at me and act like I'm doing anything fucking wrong.
The biggest thing I've found with people like that, and I've known quite a few of them actually, is they seriously think it's all about them. I'm righteous. It's all about me. I can do no wrong. So she's just doing what she normally does, and that's herself and nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to pass this guy up because I don't feel like being behind this car. So I'm going to pass in the lane that's closing. You should have sped up a little bit if you caught her in time and forced her ass into those drums.
Well, I didn't fucking see her, so I didn't have time to react except for after when I heard,
Well, that's why I said if you would have seen her earlier, you could have just matched speeds and watched her slam on the brakes or smash into the drums.
It's such a pathetic, girly little horn that it belongs on a stupid little car like that. But it made me remember numerous instances the previous 3 weeks with people that don't know how to fucking zipper merge.
Everywhere I go, I will let one car in front of me. I will give them enough space for one car to get in front of me. That's me zipper merging.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, it's all you should do, but some people don't get it.
There are signs that literally say, take turns at merger.
Yeah, you still have those assholes that are blocking the right lane that ends, thinking they're doing God's work. And really what they're doing is they're fucking up the whole show.
Well, you get these people that try to zip past you 2 or 3 cars at once.
Yeah.
Like they're going to, and I get that you're supposed to go till the end of your lane to start the zipper merge.
You are supposed to.
But some of these people, when they start getting to the end, they don't slow down so they can naturally merge. They have to get ahead of as many fucking cars as humanly possible.
Yeah, and those are the people that that's the other side of the coin that doesn't get the zipper merge. The other one are the people that don't give enough space to let a car in at all. No, you're not getting in front of me. I waited my turn. It's like, just fucking give a goddamn gap.
Well, that's the funny thing is you're like, I'm not letting you in. And you don't realize that by not letting them in, now you're blocking and backing up the other fucking lane of traffic. It's slowing everything down.
Yep. It is tested. It was tried in other states before we brought it here. And it is a system that does work if your drivers aren't asshole enough to ignore how it works. It just comes down to shitty driving.
And if you're going on Old 10 through Northtown and then Spring Lake Park and Mounds View.
It's now known as County Road 10.
Yeah. So you're going, and when it splits to go the ramp to 35W South and then to go to St. Paul,
yep,
it's backed up all the fuck because they're doing construction there. And every morning, to avoid all the Highway 10 turning into 35W mess, I go that way. So the last few mornings, there's always one asshole that is just determined to not get in line for the change.
To get on 35.
No, to keep going to St. Paul.
Oh, so he wants to keep going on 10. Okay.
So he keeps going like he's going to go on 35, but then he has to dynamite the brakes because he's got no more lane left, and he was trying to be a smart fucker about it and get ahead of, 20 cars, which I can see the logic, but still... Now you're fucking causing people behind you that want to get onto the interstate to possibly have to lock up their brakes or then drive on the shoulder.
I haven't been on that ramp in a really long time. The old what would be eastbound County Road 10 to get on to 35W South or to take Highway 10 East. Is that 2 lanes and then one goes to 10, one goes to 35?
Yes.
Okay, it is. So that's the jackass that's in the left lane. I'm going to merge over lane. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you made it sound like both lanes ended, and then you went a few hundred more feet, and then you could go left to get on 10. That's what it sounded like. And I haven't been on the County Road 10 portion of that in a long time. I've only come down 35W and gotten on to 10.
Well, it sucks because you got people that were coming down 35 South that had gotten off to merge onto 10 to head towards 694. So they're backed up, too, and it's fucking a nightmare. Because right on a bridge, they have a zipper merge initiate. And then you got these Joe Blow assholes that try to smoke past 10 to 15, maybe 20 more cars. And you think they're going to get on 35. I'm like, nope, he's going to throw his blinker. Yep, there we go. You're that fucking guy.
Isn't it funny when you can point that out? You just look at it, it's like, yep, that guy's going to be an asshole.
Yeah, you fucking know from the way they're driving. And this is the conclusion that I have come to. It's taken me 9 minutes to get to the point of this episode.
That's fine.
People who do not know how to zipper merge are those kids that grew up never knowing how to share.
Could be. I see a lot of
everything
older people doing
is
it too.
Mine, and it's about me.
Yeah, a lot
and
of
you
people
can't
like
play
that.
with my stuff. And
That's
then they
not
grow
even
up.
limited to age.
Oh,
That's just some people are born that way.
God damn it! I just think of these selfish prick kids that never share any. They're gonna be like 3 basketballs, and the kid wants to just keep making continuous shots rather than, wait his turn to shoot. Or, with my kids, It's like birthday parties for your kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody call and go, well, can their sibling come too?
I haven't experienced that phone call, and I don't believe we've ever asked a party. I was like, can Drama bring her sister Turtle? I don't think we've ever asked if the sibling can go. And I don't know. I'd have to ask Mrs. Number One if she's gotten that text, because she usually plans all that.
Uh-huh.
So.
I have been involved in that where the Juice is going to a party and Chi-Chi's like crying because she can't go, and then the Beast like caves and asks the parent if she can go with. And I'm just like, that's fucking stupid. You're teaching them terrible stuff. So then the reverse happened last fall. Chi-Chi's going to a birthday party, and the Juice is like, yeah, I'm excited to go to this birthday party. I'm like, dude, you weren't fucking invited. It doesn't say siblings are welcome. You're not going. You're staying with me. And she got all bent out of shape. Then when I went to drop off Chi-Chi, I'm like, all right, get out of the car. So I took her out of the car, and the Juice is trying to take off her 5-point harness in her car seat. So I drop. I'm like, bye. Run in the house, and I hop in the car, and because there's child locks on the doors, I have to let them out. So I backed out of the driveway and drove away before she could get out of the belt.
That's funny.
Buckle the fuck up. You're not going anywhere. She threw a shit fit.
My kids, can I go with? It's like, that's not your friend. You weren't invited. You're staying home. I don't care how upset they get. I just set them down. It's like, listen, you don't get to go. It's not your friend. Okay? These parties are for friends. Just because your sister is friend with this kid doesn't mean you are. Yeah, I've said to them, like, you don't want to go to celebrate the kid's birthday. You want to go to have fun. That's not the point of the birthday, you dick. There's that angle, too.
And
You're
there's
just
no
there
problem.
For cake and ice cream.
There's no problem with writing no siblings, please on the invitation.
I just don't. I'd have to ask. I just don't think it's necessary to write that. It should all just be known that
it's not. Susan
was invited to this birthday party, but Emily can't go. Why? Because Emily is not friends with Joanne, who's friends with Susan. Yeah. It's common fucking sense.
Well, it's funny because these people sometimes get bent out of shape about the shit. Like, they're not having siblings go, so I have to tell my child they can't go. Yes, motherfucker, you have to do some parenting.
I love telling my children there's shit they don't get to do. I'm sorry, it's funny.
Yeah, and I just think to myself, you're fucking lucky that your one shitty kid got invited to the party, because they fucking smell or their haircut's stupid, and I just want to make fun of them, and I have a hard time not saying really fucking mean shit to your dumb kid who's living in your cockamamie fucking vegan household, or worse off, has fucking peanut allergies. I cannot stand you people.
I never heard of peanut allergies to this extent until, I want to say, what was it, 6-7 years ago now?
Yeah.
It's like, when I went to class parties, and like, kids brought whatever the hell they wanted to bring, and all the kids ate them. How are these kids getting allergic to peanuts? Are the parents not letting them eat peanut when they're fucking 8 months old?
I don't know. You look at it, and I think, it sucks that I can't send one of you to school with a PB&J in your lunch because you sit next to a kid that's deathly allergic to peanuts. And then I just think, you know what? Let's fucking send cupcakes for your birthday, and I'm going to put a little squirt of peanut butter inside of each one, and we'll see how long it takes Susie to find a fucking anaphylaxis cupcake. It's a gamble. Is she going to be the one to get it? Maybe every 5th or 6th one I don't put peanut butter in.
I got an idea. How about all the kids with allergies get their own special table in the corner of the room? That way they can feel ashamed, like they should, for having a shitty immune system.
Yeah, well, the school's not about being smart. It's about feeling good now. Everyone has to feel included and happy.
That's just pathetic.
Even the
I wonder we're losing to other countries.
Yeah. Even the kid with the fucking Kool-Aid mustache and the pee-pee tits, because he was born fat as fuck. And then he walks around all the school functions with a bearded dragon on his goddamn shoulder.
Don't make me red, I'm full of chocolate.
Yeah, no, he's not that kid from The Simpsons, but close.
Pretty damn, that's what it is. All right, sorry.
And then the other side of the coin, since I like to play devil's advocate, is you ever take your kids to the playground and they have something that's fun that they brought to play with, but then they set it down to go do something else, and it's just sitting there, and some other kid goes to use it, and you're like, hey, that's ours.
Happens at the pool all the time.
And the parent is like, well, you can share. Don't fucking force me because you came ill-prepared.
It's not my job to entertain your children.
The Boy Scout motto is always be prepared, not always be somewhere where somebody brought the shit that you didn't think to truck with you, and then you want to use it and hope to God that you can use enough guilt to get them to just give you that pity play.
Let's shorten it up a little bit. The motto isn't always be a doormat for people who don't buy their own things.
Yeah. So do you think that if we teach more kids to share, that like in 10 years, there'll be more people that can figure out a fucking zipper merge?
I've been trying to teach my kids to share, but it goes all over the age. It just comes down to selfishness. It's not even a share. Well, okay, never mind. Let me back that up because I just kind of contradicted myself. It does come down to sharing, but I don't think it's the newer generation. It's every generation has those people that just don't share. They're selfish. They were probably never told no, or they got it built up in their head there's something special, and they're justified in fucking up everyone else's day just because they didn't want to let one person in front of them.
So when you get to a zipper merge, here's what you do. You let one car go in front of you, and then you go, and then hopefully one car gets behind you, and then you go on with your day, and you don't sit in the car on the ride home and think of wanting to go on a 20-minute diatribe about zipper merges and also want to pull somebody over and stab them with a Ford Fusion key. These are my days. Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It podcast show. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm Jmann.
And I'm number one fan Tim.
And that's the end.